And we are live here on the virtual desktop experience.
Hello.
And I need to get my Skype window out of the way here so I can get
Chongo.
It's a Dock City over there.
Yeah. See all my celebrity contacts. All right. Now we're in and we are live tonight. I am your host. I am Equip. I am Kevin. And I'm joined by my lovely cohorts, DDS.
I'm from DDS.
I'm Tech from DDS.
I'm Mark from not DDS.
Where are you from, Mark?
I'm from R23X. VHS stills.
Nice. Tonight we are inside of, God, what's this program called again? Paint Alive or something? My Paint.
Sega CD.
On a real Sega CD. You can't see it, but I got a 6-button Genesis controller going tonight. I tried to use my Sega CD mouse, but it's the cord isn't long enough, so we're just gonna use the controller.
And so that glitching that happened while you were making that art in real time, and then the Sega CD actually crashed. Is that correct, Kevin?
Yes. Something strange happened there, and I'm working on getting music up in a bit. Here we go.
Could happen at any time now.
It could happen at any time because I'm not actually using a real Sega CD. I'm running this off of a oh, now I'm frozen. Great.
Oh, we look great though, don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, you know what happened?
Yeah, and we saw you in the chat. We were like, "Oh, Jordan thinks this is sick," but yeah, sorry, that was not intentional.
I'm frozen because my laptop, of course, just died. So, I'm here, but I'm not here. But somehow the Skype is still up because.
Where are you?
Well, the laptop that I Skype in on is dead, but I'm still on the Neo Gaia account. But it's retained my window for whatever reason.
Oh, so they probably can't hear you.
No, they can because I'm on the Neo Gaia account. Because we only do video through my personal account. You know what I mean?
All pro. We're all seamless.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
there was that great recovery right before the show started. That was incredible. Mad props. A lot of people would have cracked and just immediately gone to the Skype window, you know.
I thought about it.
I knew.
My hand was over that trigger finger.
Well, you know, we're all just worms, slithering and sliding our way across this forlorn.
It's like that's up there with sardonic.
Sardius.
With words.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna plug in my computer real quick.
Is that the person streaming on Twitch?
Yep.
Gotta plug this back in. 1 sec, everybody. Just
I'll be back.
100% is offline.
Oh no! Yeah, the stream just ended.
Did it?
Yeah.
How?
No, really?
Wait, no, we're good. Maybe.
You're goofing us.
No, I
No one
haven't.
here knows how it works.
Okay, comments are coming on. You know, y'all are good.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I think what happens is we connect to the internet and project video to other computers in real time.
So we were born in the heart of an onion, and layer by layer we are peeling back reality to give you the rawest and most sort of sincere yet indirect view of what's really inside of us. That's what we're all about.
What is inside of us?
Mostly guts.
Blood.
Lots of
Fairy
guts.
dust. I know that I'm feeling pure. You might have noticed that I cut off my beard.
Look at you.
Yeah, so I don't know if anyone noticed last week, but I was looking a little shaggy. My hair was kind of spiking up on the sides, like it
Shaggy
does.
too dope.
Sort of going like this, and my beard was flowing from my face with great aplomb.
Did you have a beard when we were recording the new album? Hey,
Hey, Suffy
Stay
Starshine.
awake on this icy cold night. Thank you for watching us.
thank you.
Even
Seth.
when everything breaks, but isn't that what life is all about?
Sure. Hey, Kevin.
I had
Yeah.
light purple hair.
Oh, okay. I see.
When I finish a major project, I usually cut off all of my hair, so I can sleep at night and then feel the cool pillow against my face.
Ooh, I cut off all my hair when I changed my name.
I remember that.
It's a
You
good
were
time.
like a victim.
And I simulated a birth by filling, by filling
Rebirth,
a bathtub
yeah.
full
That's,
of, the turkey goop from turkey meat at Jimmy John's. Was
Mhm.
packaged in there. I filled a bathtub full of that, me lying in it, and then I birthed myself out of it.
And that's how he became Tech Honors. That's a true story,
That's amazing.
folks at home.
I really hope you did that.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this turkey juice.
Many turkeys were slain so that I could be.
We've been over this. We've showed pictures on the stream. I don't think we need to walk that road anymore.
Did you legally spell your name for the first time with bread?
Yes.
'Cause
This microphone is the best shit.
I do like this microphone. That's a little.
I wish
Kevin,
the
show us what
scrolling
this
speed
app
was
can
just
do.
a little bit faster.
What else can I see? A lot of movement around everything. What are
Okay.
what's going on here?
It does say Kevin comes in so much better than everyone else sound-wise.
I'll crank
He
the
does that
system
on purpose.
audio a little bit more. And then turn the music down a little bit more just to get you guys up.
I hear music.
Is that better? How's this sound? Hi, my name is James Webster, and I love the sound of my own voice. That's why you can hear me.
James Webster.
Hi, my name is James Webster.
That's
I
James.
know
Looks pretty
me
good.
from such groups as Dynamic Shroud,
Check.
Zephyr Rose,
James,
check.
Rebecca Peak, The Sailing.
Have you guys heard of James
Mic check.
Webster?
I
DDS.
have.
Okay,
I
everybody.
My name is James Webster, and I'm so happy to know you. Thank you for joining us on our stream tonight. We're going to be playing around on a Sega CD.
We're it's too late. We're already in the CD.
Sick.
We've
Okay.
been spinning for minutes.
So, what is a Sega CD?
What is a Sega CD?
Ah,
a
good
question a
question.
child might ask, but not a childish question.
Well, I happen to have a Firefox window ready right here. Look at
My
that.
God.
So this is the Model 1, the true Sega CD. This is actually the European Mega CD or the Japanese Mega CD. The North American territory was the only one to change the name to Sega CD. Because the Genesis is, of course, the Mega Drive in all other territories, and it was changed to Genesis here for whatever reason.
Because it's sicker.
Yeah, it is cooler.
I think it actually had to do with the popularity of Christianity in America. So it's it's changed to Genesis.
Or that Phil Collins band. I can't dance. I can't talk.
I gotta admit, I like Mega Drive better. I think the logo is sicker too. It's got that cool two-tone like red-green look to it.
They're both sick. I mean, I'm gonna prefer Genesis maybe because that's just what I grew up with. But I also think it's just like
I
totally
think
epic.
as a not Sega fan, I would say the Genesis is cool. Like if somebody was like, should I call this machine the Sega Genesis or should I call it the Sega Mega Drive? I would say I think Genesis is cooler. Just from an objective lens.
Sure. I see.
But
we got Jordan in the chat. Brought up a very good topic of discussion. I've heard this console is difficult to emulate because the memory is divided up in a weird way. Yeah, the Sega CD actually is like a co-processor to the Genesis. So like certain sprite layers are handled by the Genesis and certain sprite layers are handled by the Sega CD. And audio is of course split between both too. So like if you want a seamless loading, you'll have like your battle music done on the Mega Drive or the Genesis, and then like when you switch to the world map, it'll play a track from the CD. So it's like Redbook audio mixed in with chiptune. It's really interesting and unique.
That's cool.
And since we're inside of a Sega CD for the first time, now is finally my moment to brag about how I had a Sega CD as a child. And it was a beautiful, it was the greatest Christmas that I had ever or will ever experience, because my dad totally pulled a Christmas Story where I had been obsessed with the Sega CD. I kept saying, Mom, all I want is the Sega CD. They got this Sonic game on there, Sonic CD. It's like crazy. It's all next level. It's on CD. And she was like, James, you're out of your mind. We're not buying this thing. Like, I don't want you to be disappointed. Like, I'm sorry, but this is not going to happen. Christmas goes down, and we're all sitting there, and I'm satisfied. I knew I wasn't getting a Sega CD. That was ridiculous. Because at the time, they were like $500 or $600, something completely insane like that. Because they played CD audio, which was like, you still had to buy like big decks for that back in the early 90s. And then my dad pulls I think we forgot one. I'm like, oh my God. In my heart of hearts, I know it to be true. I know it's coming. My intuition is, the needle is breaking. And he's like, yeah. And my mom just looks at him just like so pissed. Like even before he goes like and leaves the room, she's just like, what did you do? Because we were not a wealthy family, but they always pulled all the stops for Christmas. That was like the thing, which is probably why I love Christmas so much. But yeah, he went into the other room and he came back with this massive fucking box, and I tore it open, and there was that New World Blue spine, and there was Sonic wagging his finger at me, and it was just like, holy shit. Because no one had a Sega CD. I didn't know anybody who had one. I'd never seen one in person. I had just seen random reviews and pictures and fucking GamePro and shit. And it was beautiful and mysterious and wonderful. That first day, all I had was Sewer Shark, which was the game that came packaged with it, which was an FMV game that kind of, that's it. That's it right there. That's what I got. Oh.
That's what came with it, because my friend had it, and
Sewer Shark.
I was like, this game sucks.
Yeah, it was pretty whack. It was a pretty cool, like, kind of like a cyberpunk corporation dystopia where, like, you worked for this company and everyone was trying to get to Paradise City. And it was like, if you could just complete this, like, shitty cargo run through these sewers that are full of little beasties that are trying to, like, eat you, then, like, you'll be sent to Paradise City and everything was going to be okay.
It was Paradise City?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember exactly.
No, because...
That's the one where they call you dog meat, right?
Yeah, they do call you dog meat.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No wonder Tech hated it.
There was some game... Fuck.
I'm looking up what the name of the city was. I might have that detail.
No, it's okay. It's just like it made me laugh so hard the first time that I saw it, because it was like that was the whole plot.
Oh, Wait for Solar City.
No, it wouldn't have been that. Oh,
I'm
no.
not even sure if we had it in Canada.
You know what it was? It was some game where the opening line it just says, "Fantasyland is in crisis now."
Oh yeah, and you said that.
Yeah. That's where it came from. But I don't know if it was from that game. It might have been a different game. But literally, it just said Fantasyland is in crisis now, and then you were just like in the game. And
So
I thought
you're saying your friend, you like no one had it. Was it actually like a rare console? Like, because I don't
It did
remember
not
anyone
sell
having it
that
either.
because it was way too expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't popular, but
Right, so it just didn't sell well, but so they
There were
made fewer.
tons of FMV games. Like I rented all of the make your own music video games. Like they had a CNC Music Factory, make your own video, and like a Crisscross, make your own video.
The Funky
Sounds
Bunch,
awesome.
too.
They were fucking sick, yeah. But what I mostly played on it was Sonic CD, which was weird because it was wasn't it like Sonic 3, but the one that was like developed by the Japanese studio or something? So it was.
It's a totally different team from the developers of Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and like the level designs are a little bit wacky. It's like kind of weird and non-linear.
Like a labyrinth. Like it is difficult to get through that game, and there's a past, present, and future version of every single level that you can freely travel between. And the music on the US version of the soundtrack, I mean, those are the jams that I grew up with, and you've heard a lot in Death Dynamic Shroud's music over the years, because those were really burnt into my brain. But also like Double Switch, and like those weird like interactive fiction,
FMV.
Yeah, FMV games. I'm reading here about Sewer Shark. Apparently, it originated on a canceled VHS-based video game console.
Yeah.
Damn.
Called
I wish that
Control
happened.
Vision. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like the same idea as like Laserdisc games, where you're like basically like selecting chapters with your remote to like advance the game, but it was like going to be on VHS, similar to like how a 4-track divides up a tape, you know, where it's like it uses both sides of the tape and splits each side into like 2 channels. And it seemed like this crazy over convoluted process to deliver
But like
the
games
content.
like Double Switch are really cool because like you would have to, like the videos would be branching based upon your actions. So like you would be in a room and you'd see the gangster, like it would zoom in on his foot as he stepped on a switch, and like you had that moment to like hit the button to send him down the chute into the basement or whatever it was.
So Rainy Cakes has pointed out that mouth just sort of moving next to you there. What does that thing do? I'm really curious what that... Can you click it, or is it going to break the game?
It might break the game, but I mean, we can always reload it, so let's click it.
Like it. Ew, it's made his little finger on it.
I don't know, it's like
That's all it's there for.
it's not doing anything.
This really is like a masterclass in UI design, though. I mean, it's so clear what every icon does. Very readable, you know, at a glance. You know, everything is. You got a dinosaur button, so you're good.
Check the scroll out. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sick! Wow.
Let's get this.
Parallax.
I do have a lot of questions about every single button.
So we got.
Well,
like
so it looks
the
like those might be
patterns,
patterns
you know?
underneath the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh
we got
wow,
some
they're all the
patterns.
Mac Paint patterns.
Look at that.
Holy shit!
So let's get the spray can out and then.
Those are like Susan Care. I wonder if this is.
already started, right? Oh shit!
This is so sick. This is
Wow.
absolutely sick.
So
What is that,
one
undo the
action
guy
at a
just
time,
doing?
because that's the
Uh-uh.
yeah the no guy is the undo button.
no, God.
What does the dinosaur button do?
That
That's
glitches the
Dynamo.
screen.
It what?
That's what glitched the screen at the beginning of the stream. So.
Oh, it's the Dino Hour button. It just
Yeah.
adds Neo Gaia.
It
Cool.
messes
So,
everything
yeah,
up.
it tries to merge both streams and it can't happen.
They're
Just
like
a,
templates for you to color in. I don't know why it didn't
Crossover
work.
event.
So this is actually not. I'm not running a real Sega CD here. This is a new flash cart by Crix, who has developed the EverDrive series, and this is the Mega EverDrive Pro, which runs Sega CD ISOs off of a cartridge. Crazy.
That's wild. Alright, insane. So it has like the Sega CD hardware on the cartridge?
Yeah, basically there's an FPGA inside the cartridge that's acting as a Sega CD.
Thank the universe, thank God,
It
thank
is
whoever
cheating.
we need to thank that there are people on this earth that are like, God, I'm gonna do this.
But you
know?
can do, like-
follow through and then do it.
The cool thing about it is you can make Sega CD versions of like Genesis games and give them like CD audio if you're that sick and demented that you need to do that. So like
I do.
there's games like that have bad, like the Lunar games. I was talking about this in a previous stream, but they have like unworking designed versions where they like remove all of the weird changes that they made in the working designs versions, and they replace the English voice acting with the original Japanese voice acting, but then keep the subtitles and English text and stuff.
Another cool thing about the Sega CD is it was the first console that I had that used CDs, and you could play them in CD players, and after track 1, it would always be, warning, this disc is for use only in a Sega CD or whatever, and then you could get to the actual music tracks. And I used to record the music and make video game mixtapes, even when I was a little boy.
So cool.
And then I would listen to them and be like, Mom, I have this mixtape, and we'd be driving somewhere, and she'd be like, James, I'm sorry, I just cannot listen to this. I'm sorry.
Right. That's so funny.
What's wrong with it, Mom? Like all this weird ass like tribal sonic music with like strange vocals and shit. Mom, this is awesome. I can pretend I'm playing in my mind's eye.
Yeah. Dear God.
I think I still have a couple. I think I saved like 2 Sega CD games over the years, and that was Sonic CD and Dune. Dune on Sega CD is why friends who truly know me know that one of the most annoying things that I do is recite the opening monologue from the film Dune. Which I can do at the drop of a hat, and the reason is because that opening monologue was included as an FMV at the beginning of the Dune Sega CD game, which was like the sick Dune PC game, except with really cool music and sound effects.
It's
One of
like
my earliest... sorry, Tech, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, it's like that scene from Evita, starring Madonna, that I accidentally memorized, because it starts immediately after Don't Cry For Me, Argentina ends, which is the song I listen to obsessively.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, so it's like, it like fades out, and it's like, just listen to that, the voice of Veronica. We are adored, we are loved. Statesmanship is more than entertaining peasants. We shall see, little man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So yeah, my version of that is, the beginning is a very delicate time. Know then that it is the year 10,191. The Padishah Emperor shut up, blah blah blah. The known universe is ruled by the Padishah Emperor Saddam IV, my father. In this time, the most precious substance in the universe is the spice melange. The spice extends life. The spice expands consciousness. The spice is vital to space travel. The Spacing Guild and its navigators, whom the spice has mutated over 4,000 years, use the orange spice gas, which gives them the ability to fold space. That is, travel to any part of the universe without moving. Then she starts to fade away. And then she comes back and she's like, oh yes, I forgot to tell you. The spice exists on only one planet in the entire universe. It's a desolate, dry planet with vast deserts hidden away within the rocks of these deserts are people known as the Fremen, who have long held a prophecy that a man would come, a messiah, who would lead them to true freedom. The planet is Arrakis, also known as Dune. And then Toto plays. Da, 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 da.
B-Fant in the chat knows what's up.
Super spaced out. Yeah.
Coney Island, they call Coney Island.
The playground of the world.
It was no place like
You can't play Dune anymore. Can't play Dune on the Sega CD anymore.
they don't let you do that.
God. What is that? A Godspeed You Black Emperor reference or something?
My coffee real
Jesus.
quick.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
So when you consume enough spice, this happens to you.
That's true. True.
That's what I know about Dune. But the Dune movie is often panned, but I like it. I think it's good.
I think it's cool just by virtue of existing.
Yeah. The set design is incredible.
What's the drug in Star Wars called? It's called Spice too, isn't it?
Is it a drug, or I think spice is just like I don't know. I never
The spice
really...
Spoiler alert. The spice is the well, no, we actually shouldn't talk about this.
I know they mine
There's a new
spice.
film coming out.
Oh right. The remake.
Because the real shit is the water of life. I mean, that shit will fuck you up. I mean, many men have tried to drink the water of life tech. And this is when you say,
The water of life.
no, this is when you say,
all
they tried and failed.
They tried and failed.
They tried and died.
James says that all the time.
That's another one of my classics.
They tried and died. Anytime you say something.
They tried and died.
Which is funny because normally someone would be like, the Yoda thing. It's like, there is no try or whatever, but James says they tried and died.
We have fun when we get together. Tech, I'm so excited to get to see you.
Good to see ya.
It's gonna be so soon.
Oh, so that's happening. It wasn't canceled after last week's episode.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
That was Tech and I being better friends than anyone could ever hope to have in their lives.
I clarified my thoughts on that in the DDS Discord because I was articulating so poorly what I was trying to say that it sounded like I was a fucking mask denier or something.
I got one more thing to say about Spice before we change topics, and it's
Okay.
not even once.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what happens to you. Those are Space and Guild navigators at different stages of mutation. And as I mentioned earlier, if you'll recall, the Space and Guild navigators have been mutated by the spice, but that gives them the ability to hold space. That is, travel to any part of the universe without moving. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you.
I love it. That whole set is just so cool in the Lynch movie with the navigator. I wish that, like, I don't know. The movie is like, I've never read the books or anything, but like the set design in that movie is just unparalleled good. Like everything is just so intricately put together, and it's awesome.
I've never seen it. I just like that it exists.
Yeah.
I think I saw one scene where like Agent Cooper was fighting something and there were like these cubes.
Bro,
You
it's
guys
got
talking Goku?
freaking Sting in it, bro.
There's a lot of good
It's got
clips in the
freaking
movie.
Sting in it.
All I see is an
Isn't he
acquaintance that I
naked in that movie a lot? There's a bunch of naked people in it.
Yeah, we
Ah,
talked about
nice.
this on one of the first streams where he has the like falcon
Yeah.
codpiece that is
Oh yeah, right.
his uncle is like drooling on him.
Damn, got
Here
the OG.
is
Look
Wow.
at that.
That's so awesome.
I want that.
And there you see it's advertised that you get to watch this as often as you want.
So cool.
And if you've never played this game, like, it is fucking sick. Like, I still got this in there.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
All these years.
If you've never played this game, do not miss out.
Look at that disc design.
Beautiful.
Oh
God. Man, they really knew how to make stuff back then,
Beautiful.
didn't they? Just destroying the environment with all this plastic for a little CD, you know? Pretty cool
Love it.
stuff.
Mark and I recently destroyed the environment too with our long box CD issues.
Yeah, if you guys want to do a long box DDS release ever, I can make it happen.
Wow.
So, yeah,
If you guys want to
With a-
destroy the environment too.
perforated spine and everything.
I'm all about it.
That is really, really fucking sick. Were you able to get little
They come with
foam
the foam
pieces?
blocks. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in there.
That's hot.
Yeah.
You just take it out and just give it a little bite to check the quality and put it
And
back in.
it's got the little knobs and little holders and everything.
Limited Run Games commissioned a new mold.
Oh, sick.
So they control the spice in this in this particular.
I'll buy
Situation.
two, throw one away. It's
Yeah.
cool. I live in Miami, so I can just toss them in the ocean.
Nice.
And then it just washes them away. I'm just looking at the instruction manual here.
Oh,
Wow.
Look at this notes section.
wow.
Do you get a registration card?
Yeah, right there.
Nice.
I never sent it in, so if anything happens to this, I'll.
You should send it in tomorrow.
Oh, this is not full color. Oh my God! Look at this! Look at this graphic design.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Holy shit! Dear God!
Drop shadow. They just found out. They just invented it the day before that was designed.
And it's like
So-
the background of every page is this map of Arrakis, like stretched out. It's so thick.
Good stuff.
Good
Great
stuff. Good memories.
Oh, Jesus.
Here ends my reverie. I will now be quiet for at least 15 minutes.
Love it. Sego donated $10.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, Sego.
Thank
How
you so
doing?
much, Sego. That's so nice
Thank
of you. You get your own gift as reward. Love
Much,
it.
as always.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So that little bar just moved up.
Did it
in
move
real
up
time.
a tick? Yes. I can't wait.
Ooh.
God, I hope that they. So somebody has been spreading a rumor that Japan tickets are going to be like under $500 when they open up to tourism again. Which
Well,
I'm.
Tell you, let me tell you right now. My friend John bought a plane ticket to Japan.
Yeah?
And yeah, it was like $300 round trip.
Jesus.
What?
But is he allowed to get off the plane?
If
He
you
doesn't
have
know
a work
yet.
visa, you
He
can.
was just like the price is so low that it doesn't make sense not to just.
Oh, hey.
Yo.
Be.
Please, be talking
You're
about
talking about
Dune.
Dune. I'm living right now.
I'm living right now. Well, rest assured that we will talk about Dune forever.
Yes.
I do not know enough about it.
Well, we can learn. That's what the show can be about now.
That's true.
Well, so basically, the beginning, a
Okay.
very delicate time.
Let's start again from the top. Dune from the top. Let's go.
Check it
Do
out.
the whole monologue, but do it in the Carl Sagan voice.
Well, there's some really great Patrick Stewart before Next Generation. Patrick Stewart in his first sci-fi role. No music today. I'm packing this for the crossing.
Is he shirtless in that movie too?
No, he
No.
wears a very nice uniform.
Hmm.
He's one of the tutors of. Yep, there he is. He's a musician.
This is unnerving me. Just these little flashes of images from the film. It's like subliminal.
It's
That is
a
really fun.
nice format though that you have going with the surprise images popping up, Kevin. I'd like to see more.
That is
Incredible. There's a great scene where he's charging into battle, but he's holding like a little pug in his arm.
Oh my god! I think
Oh,
I've
man.
seen that.
the Duke! Which, like, why has he got this dog? Like, what the fuck?
I do think there are a lot of questions that come up when you watch that movie. At least
There
they
are. Mostly
Yeah.
in the troubled third act of the film, in which the filmmakers kind of lost the thread.
That's a different movie.
Yeah, unfortunately, they sort of lost the threads there towards the end. It's like, I just recently,
Oh my god.
a couple nights ago, because I've been rewatching the Hobbit films because it had been a while. Just watched the bonus features, and I watched the Battle of Five Armies extended version, which has to be just one of the most god awful films ever made. Like, especially the extended edition. It's like you watched it, like I was in a bad mood after. Like, my brain was like so just hurt and just tangled and confused, and it's like, what do they expect us to know? Like, what is this place? Like, who are the
Wow.
army?
How long
this
is that
the same
movie?
movie where that dragon attacked at the beginning of it? Wasn't that like 5 hours ago? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it is so fucking. It's like, but just imagine if like every song file that you opened and you were like trying something out and then like it didn't work. Imagine if someone like put a gun to your head and was like, "No, we spent $300 million on this. Have to watch this like tonight."
Dear
Like,
God.
that's basically what the end result
Were they
is.
box office successes?
Yeah, just because the international audience, I guess no one cared. They were like, "Oh, I guess this is what movies are like in English. This is really bad." I thought. All right.
Man, Twin Peaks season 4 is looking wild.
Wow.
Oh man, Fade Harkonnen. He's a pretty. Well, you don't know much about him because they don't really explain who he is or why you should care in the film.
Dale Cooper versus Sting, as overseen by Professor X.
Ed Junior.
Ed Junior. Will there be Final
I'm sorry,
Fantasy
we will not have any Final Fantasy 14
today,
today.
James? Oh.
It doesn't run on Sega CD, so we can't play it today.
Maybe,
again,
maybe with use of
someday.
the FPGA. Somebody got
Need a demake.
Doom to run full speed on this particular flash cart on Genesis, but it's kind of cheating because it's running entirely off the FPGA and basically just using the Genesis as an input for controllers. So
But that's still sick as fuck.
it's still sick as hell. It runs full speed.
Tech, why are you masking right now, bro?
You know.
It's gotta set the record straight from last week.
Because of last week. Yeah.
Are you
Isn't it?
roasting me right now, boy?
Yeah.
I don't- just for funsies.
Oh, so it's a joke to
Don't
you.
do anything.
It's like that scene in Freddy Got Fingered where Tom Green is being depantsed by his girlfriend, and then she's just staring face to face with an umbilical cord that is taped
Taped it
to
there
his stomach.
for
She's like,
fun.
"What the fuck is that?" And he's like, that's my umbilical cord. It's just for fun."
It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He helped to deliver a baby earlier in the day. He was in a hospital, but he won't let her call the doctor. He's like, "No, I can do it. I'm the doctor."
Oh my god.
Amazing.
High art.
I still think that movie holds up.
It does. It's fucking good.
Molo and my girlfriend are saying hi.
Oh.
They could be here,
Are they?
but no.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Well, hey.
Hello back.
It's like my favorite Far Side, where the scientist invents the machine to figure out what dogs are saying, and they're all just saying, "Hey, hey, 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 hey,
I
hey."
talked about this like 2 days ago.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's by far the best Far Side.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Scientist is just standing there all dumpy and fucking sad. It's like life's work is mean.
Oh man, if I could translate what Dijon's thinking, I don't think I would want to know. It'd just be horrifying, I'm sure.
Food. Food.
Yeah, give me food, give me food, give me food. My ass itches. Food, food. Where's my food?
Well, actually, I'll take this moment to say that Dijon was diagnosed with asthma, so I have to
Oh.
use a puffer every day, twice a day, on my cat, which is really sad. But now it makes me think maybe he would have been saying, "I can't breathe," which just makes me want to cry. But now he can breathe because we use
Well,
a
he
puffer.
wouldn't say I because he's not sentient, so it's all good, man. Don't worry about it.
Peppy.
Hey, what
Yeah.
does Dijon have in common with Sufjan Stevens?
Lots of hats.
I'm thinking
I
really
don't-
hard about this one, but I'm drawing a blank, Tech.
He's on the label Asthmatic Kitty.
Oh God.
that was
It's so
Pretty
bad,
good.
but that was the first thing I thought of when Mark told me that Dijon had asthma. I was like, oh, maybe he can get signs, but yeah, it was just like, Mark's not gonna get that reference. I threw it away
that
immediately.
never stops me. Yeah.
I'm like, dude, my cat's sick. Why are you guys joking?
Sorry,
Oh,
Mark.
Just kidding.
Kevin, I would
Now
love
we
to
cut
hear
to
from
Doom
you.
running on the on the Mega EverDrive Pro.
Oh, there it is.
That actually
Is
must
it-
be nice.
Look at
Is
that.
that what it looks like? Is that
Yeah.
what your cart looks like?
Mine's got a case, so mine looks a little better than that.
You guys doing live sound
Whoa.
effects?
Check this
Yeah,
out.
I love that.
The game I was talking about earlier, the Fantasyland is in Crisis Now, is Space Harrier.
Oh, how I should have known that. It's in Shenmue.
Oh yeah, the game from Shenmue.
I'm a big poser or poseur. as they
Poser.
say.
Well, I'd say you're even more of a poser because it's actually pronounced Shunmu.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. I just recently learned that, and
Wait, what did I say? What did you say?
according to this fucking guy who speaks Japanese, he said it's pronounced Shunmu.
Round 2, fight.
Well, it's
I-
You're gonna
I'm
get
just-
Shenmued from the Shenmue
I mean,
community.
yeah, I mean, there are a million things that, like, I called Tamagotchi, Tamagotchi my entire life, and then I was in
Tamagotchi.
Japan actually buying one, and I was like, wait a
Pokemans.
second,
Oh
This
yeah.
is a Japanese word. Holy shit.
So it could be Shunmu. I don't know. He was the guy that Kevin told me to watch like a 3-hour review of Final Fantasy.
Tim Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
he's
anyone
hockey, right? Yeah,
knows,
I
he
don't
would know
deny
him.
it.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. But I don't give a shit. So.
Yeah. That's funny.
Anyway, Kevin, I would love to hear from you because you recently broke your social media silence, and
I'm back, baby.
so I would love to just hear about what your experience has been like, and how are you feeling about things?
It's been great. I ran a Chrome extension to clear everyone that I was following. So apologies to everyone if I unfollowed you. It's nothing personal.
Apology not accepted.
You have 1 week. You have 1 week to follow me before I unfollow you.
I'll still follow you because I am
that's
interested
fine.
in what you
I
got
can
coming
accept not being followed by you, Tech. I think I can live with that. So
I'm
basically,
gonna
I've
report your
cleared
account.
my Zen garden. It's an empty sandbox, and now I can start placing my rocks and get my rakes out and start, re-sowing my experience with the platform.
Was that what your NASCAR tweet was about?
Yeah,
Wrecked.
that was a good tweet.
Just kidding. Come on, we're all having a good time.
So yeah, I'm limiting to myself to 5 minutes a day, and I just I get on, I spout whatever nonsense I thought of in the shower that day, and then I log out, and that's that. So
You're
I'm trying to have a
brave
more healthy relationship with the platform. So,
Today I tweeted something and realized there was a typo and deleted it and reposted it after 5 likes.
Wow.
Like, oh my god.
that's the worst.
But
ever.
I just had to though.
I've done that
you know?
before too, for typos, or like you mess up the link or something.
It's one
It's
thing,
like-
yeah. It's one thing if it's a little thing, but it altered the nature of the entire tweet. And I was like, if these 5 people see that I did this, then it's only going to humanize me, you know?
Yeah.
I put on my pants one leg at a time, just like everyone else, and I make gold records.
The NASCAR thing came to me when I was playing Daytona, and I liked playing Daytona. I was like, damn, this is sick. And I was like, that'd be sick if this was it. You could do this in real life.
It's not though. It's actually it's stupid. But the video game.
Those banks are pretty
If
steep,
only
though.
Daytona
It's all
USA was
centrifugal
real.
force.
No, I get it. But like racing's cool. Just not
like
when
the
it's
song.
not when it's just in a big stupid oval. It's boring to watch. Like
They
Formula
should-
1, like
Yeah, you
okay.
get chicanes, you get,
Like,
you get
fucking track races. Like, all right. But if you're just fucking doing this 100 times, like I get that it's a sport in the sense that like it's like nerve wracking or what. It's a sport in the same way that esports are sports. Take that as you will.
Well, I thought about this. Okay,
no,
what if-
to be fair, the body is undergoing incredible amounts of G-force.
Yeah.
Like
And
you
tell me
have
your
to
body-
physically do it.
You're trying to tell me your body doesn't endure incredible amounts of G-force when you're playing Fortnite?
Well, I know that Mark's body is always, or at least sometimes, enduring G-force on his wrist.
He's got the G-Shock.
What?
Keep up, Mark. Keep up.
Are we talking about Dune again?
Talking about G-Shock watches.
Are you checking your emails again?
No, I'm not. I'm just.
you are. I'm watching you.
All right, so what if like NASCAR rebranded as Ridge Racer, okay? And then you make these sick courses,
That's
and
just
then
a
like
rally race.
and then
That's
like
like
but
protecting
but
Is
no
it
no
still
no.
a bunch of goateed white dudes, though?
You blast like sick lounge and drum and bass music like over the loudspeakers for everyone to hear, and like you have to have it piped into your car.
Mm.
Sounds like
Ridge
too many
Racer.
regulations. But rally racing is really cool.
Rally
Yeah, like,
racing's fucking
mountains.
crazy. Those people are
Yeah.
insane. I can't believe
Yeah.
what they do. I played Sega Rally. I know
Yeah,
all
that
about
game-
it.
That game ruled too.
But
Man, my
does it
friend
have
had-
sick
he-
music?
My friend had a Sega Saturn, and it was,
Yes.
it was awesome.
It was so good on. I only had the demo on the Sega Saturn demo disc that came with my system, but I remember thinking like, "Damn, this is hot." And then I saw Gran Turismo at my cousin's house and was like, Dude, this is like photo quality. I can't believe these graphics are so. They did look really
Admittedly,
real, though,
Gran
to be
Turismo
fair.
still looks really good. Even like
Yeah.
the last gen ones still look like really, really good.
I like Gran Turismo. I played
But Ridge Racer is cooler.
4 and 5 pretty hard.
There's no car damage. It gets a little. It destroys my belief. You know.
A little,
Mark,
yeah.
how about
yeah.
Burnout?
But
You like
shouldn't
that
be
one?
touching other cars and walls, though.
Well, what am I playing for? I'm just kidding. It's a cool game, I guess. I don't know.
Well, Tech plays Fortnite, so let's
Yeah,
put this rumor that Tech plays Fortnite, everyone. Everyone watching tonight, I need you to tweet about, I can't believe Tech plays Fortnite. That's so sus, or something like that, you know?
I like Fortnite.
Me too.
Hey, speaking of Fortnite, you told me today, Kevin, that Amazon has created its new gaming service.
Oh yeah, Amazon's got a new console. It's like
A console.
It's like the Stadia,
called
but it's
Pippin?
Well,
Amazon.
the Stadia is doing super well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
it's a controller that just doesn't sync to anything, right?
Yeah.
But like nothing.
God, I
what is
Google
the
Amazon
Amazon
games and I can't even. It's not even coming up. Like you think
Maybe you just lied to me.
the search engine. Oh, it's Amazon Luna, cloud gaming service. And you can today request early access.
You play it on an Alexa.
Oh, wow, what a great logo. That just really makes you think about sharing.
I missed the logo. Where is it?
It's up by.
It's
Like the fucking
Orange
It looks-
Theory
looks like-
Fitness
it looks like
logo.
like an inverted singular wireless fucking thing to eat.
Whoa, they got Sonic Mania and Rhyme?
What do they go?
Right.
It's a plan
So there it is.
with an Xbox controller.
It's the same fucking concept.
And it's new.
Just pick up and play. It's that easy.
I will say that if they make it as easy as they've made like Amazon, Prime Now, where you don't have to have any hardware or whatever, or it's just like works with a Fire Stick, I think that they will kill Google at this, because the weird thing about the Google thing is it's like hard to use,
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. I watched the whole Stadia thing and I was just like, I still don't understand what I'm doing with this exactly.
Yeah.
You have it?
No. I watched like their like keynote thing or whatever though, and was just like I mean I got the gist or whatever. I'm not a stupid person, but it was just like even at the end it was like wait,
I know.
what
5G or something. It's
I mean,
like you'd have really good internet connectivity for this to work.
If they want to make it work, it's got to be as easy as just going to a browser window and then like being able to use whatever you have at your desk to immediately start playing without any sort of a like setup or anything like that.
Yeah,
Like if they make it
seemed
as
like I
easy
could
as
go to
streaming
YouTube.
movies on Amazon or Netflix, then like it will work. But like there's nothing that's out like that yet. So
Or if they need to make it more accessible, like a Sega CD, where you only need 2 giant external power supply
Yes.
wall warts plugged into a wall, and then a weird metal bracket system, and all kinds of stuff.
How soon did Sega Saturn come out after Sega CD?
Well, Sega CD was that was like 4 years.
there's
Well, in America,
Sega
it
CD
was like-
and then the 32X, right?
It was a 32X that came out.
Oh yeah, the thing that
when-
everyone thinks my alias is.
And my buddy Mike had one of those
R32X.
that did not work. It would not display the polygons, and we did not realize that, and we thought that the Star Wars
Wow.
game was just whack. But there were supposed to be TIE fighters there. Oh wow, that's perfect.
Specially
Yeah,
designed
to
for
get all
Sega's
3
AC
working.
adapters. Yeah.
Yeah, there were
Since you
3
need
giant
3
external power supplies.
3 power supplies to run the Sega CD 32X Genesis.
God.
They make a proprietary power strip.
And then you can put Sonic and Knuckles in there, and put Sonic 3 on top, and you got a
Yes.
real tower of power.
There is something alluring about the horizontal side-by-side console versus the stacking. I don't know why. It's like just like a double-wide tray that you have to like put on your lap, just set everything up.
Well,
Like a-
that's the way that my Sega CD was. It was the extender. Yeah, that was the one that
the
I
Xenomorph.
never had a 32X, but yeah.
It's like that looks heavy to me now. Like
This is what I am working with in my living room right now.
Except
The Xenomorph.
I didn't have that Genesis. I had the Model 1.
Yeah,
which
me
was
too, me
longer,
too.
And then there was an extender clip
I've
that
got
went
that as
into
well.
the Sega CD tray that got bolted in. Yeah, it was all kinds of.
Here's a better pic of what we're talking about. So yeah,
Oh hell yeah.
you have to have
Yeah.
this length extender plugged in, and that was so hard for me to find.
Yeah, what a luxurious piece of hardware. Ugh,
It's pretty
that's
cool.
something else. I tell you what.
It's pretty
Tell
cool.
you what.
I've
Physical
seen like
volume knob on the console.
Did you know that they made
amazing.
a oh fuck, the ability to play Mortal Kombat 2 or maybe 3 online back in the mid 90s.
On X-Band?
Nice.
No, it never ended up actually. They did a test in Chicago with 20 arcade machines that you could 2 people at the arcade machines at different locations could
That
play
is
each
so
other.
sick.
Yeah, but I can't remember if it was Mortal Kombat 2. I think it's 2, but I don't know. I'd have to look.
I really want the karaoke attachments for both the Dreamcast and the Sega CD. Here's the Sega CD one. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
How badass
way.
is that?
dear
God.
God. And does it play like FM, like MIDI versions of songs?
I think it uses the Sega CD.
Oh, I see.
So
And
it's
then can
got the-
output like the CD video.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
God.
I think we've talked about it before, but did you guys have Sega Channel or Sega
it
TV?
existed in
I
America,
knew
but
about
I
Sega
didn't know
TV
about
because I
it.
always saw an ad for it on the Sega Game Gear ads, and it showed two football players, and it was like the Game Gear TV tuner.
Oh no, this was like
like a
you actually had like a
downloadable
RF
service.
switch in the back of a cart, and you could like download games to your Sega.
Oh, Sega Channel. No, I
Yeah,
did
right.
not. I did have X-Band, but I did not have this.
I don't know what X-Band is.
That's like the
X-Band
modem.
was. There's a
That
lot.
was like online, right?
Yeah. There's a really great documentary on YouTube about X-Band that I had no idea what on behind the scenes, but X-Band was basically the first, I'm assuming, online console modem multiplayer.
There was actually one for
Yes.
Famicom that predates X-Band.
Oh.
Where you
But
could
I
like,
figured there was something weird like that.
Yeah.
But
I
and I remember
that.
the marketing materials had a picture of Judge Ito from the O.J. Simpson trial, and it had a picture of him holding a Genesis controller, and it said, "You never know who you're going to get paired with." And I was like, why would I want to get paired with the judge from the O.J. Simpson trials? It's, like, even as a kid, I thought that was weird. Yeah, that's X-Band.
I did not know they made one for Super Nintendo. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if that ever came. Well, maybe it did. But my parents got it for me, but they didn't understand that it was like a monthly charge, and they were like, "We're not." I'm sorry, James. I was like, God damn it. So I never actually got to play it, but I did have it at one point.
Wow. That's the Sega Channel add-on, Mark?
Yeah, and then this is what the interface looks like, and you just
God.
like connect to the internet basically through your cable.
That is too
And
good.
I think it supported like Eternal Champions. I forget, like just a couple. It was pretty low latency. After watching this documentary, I guess it was like a real technological marvel that they were able to get it work. You know, considering that all those years later, trying to play Choo Choo Rocket over 56K on a Dreamcast, and we all just accepted 2 to 3 seconds of lag between every move. But this was good enough for a fighting game. That's pretty crazy.
Okay.
So,
Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. There's a rare network version of the game that allowed for online multiplayer matches. It was tested only in Chicago and San Francisco, areas that used a dedicated T1 line connected directly to Midway's Chicago headquarters.
Wow. Which is about
That's a
the
pretty
old
big
Midway
barrier of
headquarters is
entry.
about 3 blocks down the street from where I live.
Wow, that's sick.
One of the reasons this version was not widely adopted was the cost of T1 lines at the time were several $1,000s.
God
per
damn, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like X-Band was compatible with NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat 2, Madden 95, Primal Rage, not Eternal Champions. It's Primal Rage.
Oh, Primal Rage, that fighting game with the dinosaurs.
Yeah. The arcade version was sick. I used to play that in like the skating rink or whatever.
There's a sick, this was a Sega channel in America exclusive called Pulseman. It's developed by Game Freak, who did the Pokemon series.
Oh, damn. Sick.
Japanese got it on a cartridge, but it was exclusive to Sega Channel in the US. So,
Wow. I saw a speedrun of this.
It's a really sick game.
HDQ.
It plays really, really well.
I
The
love the
graphics
Genesis
are
ad in
awesome.
the background.
Yeah, it's got some
And
cool
the Mega
scrolling
CD,
effects.
oh god, Sega's so cool at like creating this little marketing universe that all of their games exist in. You know, like
Yeah.
in Sonic Adventure, you see ads for like Nights into Dreams, and it's like, oh, this is so cool.
Totally. Yeah, this is Game Freak pre-Pokemon.
That looks like
Kinda cool.
Digimon right there.
Yeah.
That, what are they called? The Digi things. What the fuck are they called?
Digimans?
No, where you use it to summon the Digimon.
We're all kind of like Digimons right now.
Yeah.
Ah!
I like how every monster in Digimon has the Mon after it. You know, it's like Mark Human, James Human, Tech Human.
I mean,
Someone in the chat asking, no, I did not watch Digimon. I did have the first Digimon thing, though, which was just a Tamagotchi knockoff, except you could fight with your friends with little electric connectors on the tips. So your little dino.
I remember those. Those were sick.
They were sick as fuck. Gotta train your guy.
Digivice.
James, you got
Is that what it's called?
You got one of those Genesis minis, didn't you?
Riley Miller.
Yeah. I have the
Those are
Genesis
sick.
Mini. I have all those stupid minis.
You can
with their
buy-
bad emulation software.
In Japan, they don't do anything, but you can just clip them onto your Genesis Mini.
Oh my god, that is sick.
Isn't that awesome?
That is.
Wow.
Oh, look, they're doing the Tower of Power with Sonic and Knuckles with Sonic on top. That's sick.
I've seen people stack up several 32Xs, like 5 to 10 of them in a row, and like glitch it out. Like, there's like a YouTube video of someone like having a tower and like the effects on the game are like.
Yeah, just Kevin, just Google Sega Tower of Power, and there are many images.
Is that what the Tower of Power is referring to? To
I mean, that's what
somebody.
Sega Tower.
My friend this morning texted me that his friend was trying to beat the record for number of Sonic and Knuckles carts stacked up. Because
prestigious record to hold.
Oh, maybe it was just.
It'll
the Sonic
still
and Knuckles
work,
one thing, yeah.
But. So
yeah, here I'm
Wow.
going to. I'm going to send you one in the
X-Band,
chat.
Game Genie, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3.
Like, what does that even achieve at that point?
Ultimate power.
He's got Bubsy at the top.
Oh my god.
Which is a great.
You got the
crown.
cleaning system in there. That's not going to pass through.
Oh, he's got an X-Band in this one too.
It's funny to see it stack, but I think the dude that's trying to beat the record is trying to have it still be functional. Because you can stack multiple Sonic and Knuckles carts up and it'll still work. Like it'll still pass the signal through.
But it starts to get like garbled over time.
And anyone with a working Sega Genesis at home and Sonic and Knuckles, you may or may not know that you can put Sonic and Knuckles in there, and if you put in a game that's not compatible with it, it comes up with a totally sick render of Sonic and Dr. Eggman and the whole gang, and they're all wagging their fingers, and it says, "No way, no way, no way," and it plays a really great song. And if you hit ABC really fast, it unlocks a procedurally generated endless series of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 special stages.
What?
That are password savable. So you can me and my friend were playing through it for like years, and we got hundreds of levels in before we like went online and was like, oh, these don't end.
Oh my
This has been a
god.
waste of our life.
I do remember that I didn't appreciate the beauty of the render and the music so much. I was like 9, but I was mainly because I was pissed that when I put like Street Fighter 2 in the Sonic and Knuckles that I couldn't fight, Ryu and Ken with Sonic and Knuckles. I thought it would just put Sonic and Knuckles in any game.
Bugsy and Knuckles.
And I sampled that song to express a feeling of being rejected when you show romantic interest in someone on Derelict Mega Tower, and a track called "No Way!" exclamation point. It's like really long, like romantic track, and then it's like.
What the hell?
Joy of rejection.
I'm stacking fans here. Holy
What's
crap.
happening on the left there? I don't know what anything underneath the Super Game Boy is.
I don't either. God.
Sega.
That's so crazy.
I love Sega stuff.
Yes.
Wow, that is an amazing render. Oh my god! Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Really good.
I wonder if he's come out with a new single. I should check for the playlist.
Oh,
Kev,
Diesel.
if you hit the right arrow next to the dinosaur, does it show another beast of old? Another hell beast of an
Another
ancient world?
vintage beast.
Woolly Mammoth. Oh no.
Oh,
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh.
dude.
Dude, this
This
is great.
is awesome.
Now we are talking.
Now we're in Dino Hour.
Now, can you paint the green screen on this, I wonder? So
Oh,
now
yeah.
can you slowly reveal us?
Oh,
Yes.
surely you can.
Oh my
shall
god, this is
reveal
so
you.
sick.
Scrolling at 5 frames per second. Okay. There we go.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Incredible. This is truly content.
Don't let Martin Scorsese find out about it.
Is he the guy behind the brilliant mind behind Shutter Island?
Oh, look, and it looks like Susan Kerr's lady from Mac Paint is like in it.
I love Max
It's
Payne.
psychedelic here. This is cool.
Oh wow, yeah, we're getting basically artsy. Oh man.
Excuse me, is this modern pop? Because I feel like I'm in an art gallery.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Just feeding my brain.
With modern pop.
We'll leave just
Now
the
this
teeth.
should be a Coachella.
The performance art right here. I have a hard time erasing this.
Oh god.
There we go.
Man, nice.
Is that how
Hug
fast
the
it,
dino.
it can like render the paint film?
Yeah.
So we still don't know what the mouth does, right? What that mouth do?
It doesn't
What is
do
it? Is
any.
it redo?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh god. Oh no.
So now wait, we all have to do like a police academy, like with freeze frame.
At least we're still on screen.
For now.
I think
Oh, hey, all
it-
right.
I think it changes the music track, which I have
Oh.
disabled right now. I mean, I can bring it in.
Yeah, let's hear
You
it.
guys want to hear the music? Let me turn Spotify down for a sec. Just give that
I don't think we'll be able to
a
hear
little
it.
pause. I think you will. It's going through the
Commodore,
mixer.
Just crank it.
Commodore 256 brings up a great point. I want to say that dinosaurs did not have hands.
Can you hear the music?
It did
It
for a
just,
second.
just stopped.
Okay.
You
Well, let me
gotta
pick
go
a
back. Oh, there it is.
Oh, this is sick.
This is a dinosaur, like a dinosaur.
CD
tune.
loading times still simulated.
Dino Step.
Dino Step. That's the music that Tech makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that dino on the left, like that aquatic dino, is one of my faves.
One of your faves
Nice.
didn't even know its name?
No.
Posor.
What the fucking dinosaur? What am I, a fucking nerd? You think I read or something?
Platypusaurus.
Plesio? Is that Plesiosaurus? I think I'm wrong.
I like that sound effect too.
I'm so right. It's a Plesiosaurus.
Dude,
Nice.
awesome.
I
Sick.
still got it, man.
Still got it.
Thank
Your
Saurus.
dino knowledge pleases me, Asaurus.
Well,
But this is cool because this is showing how evolution works here.
that's true.
This is a legal image in the state where we're from, which is Ohio.
Wow.
So, this whole thing that's happening right now reminds me of this, like, hack that these guys did of Super Mario World. They were able to, on a cartridge in the console, access through glitches the ability to write code within the game. And then they programmed in a snake game and a Pong game using Mario's head as the Pong ball and head of the snake in the game, which, you know, rendered it broke the cartridge basically.
That's
But-
awesome.
It happened, which then leads to the idea that technically
Two
Just
more
a
marine reptiles.
crazy amount of
The
universes
Plesiosaurus,
can,
a name meaning
the amount of
ribbon
universes can
reptile,
exist.
and the web-footed
What the fuck is going on?
Teleosaurus, or end reptile.
Dude.
I hit the lips.
Oh, back to the dino.
Anyway, fun stuff.
Maybe we can lose the dino jams. It's difficult for us to hear on our end.
Dude, I'm never talking again for longer.
Tech, I'm so into this. This is
I
the
fucking
like
hate
essence.
all of you.
Tech is talking about the essence of New World right now.
God.
Yeah, we want to hear the rest of your story.
The
We just want
point
to
is,
also hear dinosaurs.
the point is that it's beautiful that an infinite universe exists within a cartridge of Super Mario World. Just like it's beautiful that on the Sega CD game with fucking dinosaurs that you can color in can reveal us in the background.
That's where you. All right, so I take it back.
The whole point. That was exactly where I was going.
So we were in the CD the whole time.
We're
what you meant.
I love it.
This kind of reminds me of the plot of Death Stranding, the game, by Hideo Kojima.
There's
I won't get into
dinosaurs in
that
that game?
because that would be spoilers, but there's no dinosaurs explicitly in it, but if I say any more...
Okay. Don't say it, I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet either.
Also, just want to preface that, or clarify that anything I could have said would never have made any sense to any of you,
Yeah, I'm sure.
nor would I have understood
All
it
you
myself.
needed to say is
because
Hideo
it's-
Kojima game, and we all
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, you would have been okay. Spoiler
Like
free.
a Cyberpunk game, he's in that.
He's
He
in
is,
it?
yeah.
Yeah,
in
he
the
has a
game.
cameo in a bar or something.
Jesus.
And he's
Well-
unbearable.
Yeah.
Well, they all got hacked, right? And their source code, did that
Yeah.
actually leak?
Sold it on the dark web.
I don't know if
That's
it's the actual
so
leak.
messed up.
Wow.
But why would
Yeah.
you want the source code for like a broken, unfinished, buggy game, though? I mean,
So
So
they
you
can
can
just
finish it
destroy it or
yourself.
something.
everyone's already like T-posing. And that's
Didn't
what I
you
do
buy
when I
it,
wake
Jeff?
up. I do a T-pose, and I hold that for about 20 minutes, and then I crash.
Gotta render it.
And I
Wow.
crash. I just think it's funny that Final Fantasy VII Remake is just significantly more cyberpunk and just a way fucking insanely better and more polished.
But
finish.
Tech, does it have Keanu Reeves as,
Right.
as a rocker with a robot arm who plays awesome rock and roll music? Like all the greats, like AC/DC, the greats, you know?
Like all that, yeah, it's very, very modern.
It's so cool, man.
Rock music is very the future.
Rock music is awesome. Nothing makes me think cyberpunk, like Keanu Reeves playing rock music and Rock of Ages starring Tom Cruise, #1 vaporwave actor.
Whoa.
Whoa, that sounded like
Battle.
Final Fantasy 4.
Yeah.
Oh, back to Dinosaur Land. There's got to be more.
Yeah, so,
Now,
is
this is
there
what I
other
want. I
themes
want
besides
blank page.
dinos, maybe?
What's in the present?
So when I clicked the dino itself, that was when it got all.
Don't click
Crazy.
the dino.
Would that be the end of the world, though?
I mean,
if it-
I'm gonna click the dino. I'm gonna click the
Dude,
dino.
click-
All right. I have to go to
Epic
take a bathroom
dino.
break anyways.
Oh, okay.
This is just...
How about the
So that
present?
was pretty good luck then for us to get all cool and glitched out like that as the Matrix
Yeah.
invaded before 2,000 years passed.
I don't know what happened there, but something
now What do we
did.
got?
I mean, now I'm just gonna start from scratch again.
gotta
Are you
read
an
screens.
apothecary?
There we go.
Looks like
Oh.
an apothecary's
Whoa, what?
squibble.
Dude, what is happening here?
What is happening?
I don't know.
Why is it rendering it that way?
It's like it's coloring something else in.
What
The,
is it?
the
colored?
remnants of the dinos.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks cool. though.
Yeah.
It changed the outline to white instead of black. It looks like.
Oh.
This is cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of is cool, yeah.
What does the rainbow thing do?
We're all having a good time now.
Let's see.
All you need is a coloring book to be entertained, is what we've learned today.
Yeah. Well,
It's just like Marvin's Rocket again. It's the same shit.
dude, is this like some sort of circus tent?
The castle.
Ah,
Castle.
Where's
what-
Circus Tent? I'm
but
not
I
quite
didn't
sure.
see that in the
Yes.
select screen.
Yeah. It's more
It's like
circus than
It's a
castle.
temporary castle.
What is this, Eureka's castle?
So I don't know. This is
Is that
crazy.
little gentleman in there?
You're gonna bring the peanut butter jar? All of them?
Yeah, you get Bog and fucking Quagmire.
Peanut butter jar.
What is that little... Yeah, that thing do?
Bring them all. These look like stamps, maybe?
Ed Junior.
Does James hate the Cyberpunk game or just find the Cyberpunk game super dumb? Will Mark spill a spoiler? Will Tech unleash his final form? Will the quick... Oh, I missed the rest of the
Smash
clues.
something. We'll equip smash something.
Thanks for the donation.
Find out.
Thank you, Ed Junior.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't played the Cyberpunk game. I don't know. I think that the whole Keanu Reeves thing is real stupid from what I understand. It sounds pretty dumb.
Oh.
I think that the idea of a
Oh
cyber...
my god!
To their benefit, the game is based on a tabletop book.
Yeah, I know. Why does that make it better, though?
Well,
I've played tabletop games, and they
Be-
suck.
because the
Like-
character that Keanu plays is in the tabletop book.
Well, that sounds real dumb.
So they had to represent him in the game.
I've played tabletop games and they suck.
All tabletop
Well,
games
and I mean, if you're
suck.
gonna be a cyberpunk, like, why is it like a island city? How could there be cities on islands in the cyberpunk dystopia? And why is everything in Japanese? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, there's no cyberpunk timeline.
Sounds like you haven't played the game, James.
Well, I guess I haven't. Yeah.
No, it was too broy. The whole design of everything was just really broy. That was
Yeah.
my.
I
like
I
Target.
got the game
Target
and I played
quality.
it for 5 hours before it started crashing uncontrollably on my system, and I
Oh
thought
my
it was
God.
cool. I liked what they were trying to accomplish. It was very ambitious, and I think that there's no possible way that they could have delivered on their initial promise of, like, you know, I honestly kind of just feel bad for the dev team because I feel like it originally started off as like a really cool passion project that just got like totally blown up by you know,
It got No Man's Skied, basically.
investors and hype. You know, like they need the money to make their dream game, but then the investors are like, well, you got to start hyping it now, 5 years before it's ready to be released.
So what you're describing is exactly what happened.
It's exactly what
to
happened to No Man's Sky, basically.
Man's Sky,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
And
didn't
it's
No
like-
Man's Sky actually make promises that they didn't deliver on initially?
Well, sure, yeah, and that's why I did, and I talked about this in the Discord, much to some people's dismay. I was like, you know, let's lay off the whole, you know, cyberpunk smashing, bashing, because I've seen it all before with No Man's Sky and
Yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. But then the more I read and heard about the game, I was like, well, unlike No Man's Sky, though, I mean, what were we supposed to get that we didn't exactly? Besides a working game, like, I don't know, if is the world's like full of rooms that you can enter and full of, just like an impossible number of structures and locations.
It's pretty filled out and it's pretty sick, and the graphics are amazing. It's probably some of the best graphics I've ever seen in a video game, and it's just like, I think people wanted to like they wanted it to be like real life or something. Like they wanted it to.
And people always say that they want that, and then they always end up not wanting that, because that's what old MMORPGs were like. Like Star Wars Galactic what was it? Star Wars Galaxies, where you could play the entire game.
There's not going to be a game like that where you dive in and then that's your cyber life or whatever.
You're a merc and you kill people and
it's a
get
video
money.
game and it feels video gamey, and my criticism is that it crashed several times during like a heavy action scene, and it got to the point where even after the patch I was just like, there was so many weird immersion breaking things, like bodies, just like dead bodies yelling at you that they're gonna kill you, or like just bodies like flipping and glitching in midair. But I don't know.
You weren't put off at all by like a lot of the like really hokey tropey nature of it? Because like Final Fantasy VII Remake is really tropey and hokey in a lot of places, but like you recognize that it's a game that came out in 1997, and it's just like, okay. But like to develop a game that comes out now, I don't know. There's so much about the presentation of like Cyberpunk that again, I didn't play it, so I can't. But there was like a reason that I had no interest.
Just
in
all the.
I went into it thinking it was going to be GTA Future, and that's exactly what it was. So
yeah, exactly. Like everything I've seen makes it look
deeper
like GTA
than
5.
GTA. It just takes place in the future. So I mean, it's like,
and I just feel that Cyberpunk cities, I don't know, it didn't look that big to me. I just didn't.
I mean, I think calling it Cyberpunk was the first warning sign there. It's just like.
That to me was like the essential, like it said every single thing about why it was unappealing to me. To call it Cyberpunk 2077.
I know it.
It's just like
okay.
So when I start to get a migraine, I don't know if this is true for you, Mark, but my vision starts to look like this. I'll get a little
around the edges.
I'll get a little crescent, and then it's like changing colors and stuff, and then it gets a little bit bigger, and then eventually it like engulfs like half of my vision, and it's just like this crazy psychedelic strobing color effect, and I can't see for a couple seconds, and then it goes away, and then the migraine will hit usually.
It's only in
terrible.
light. Does that make sense? Like, so I could be in the darkness and see fine, but if I look at the window, it hurts as much as looking directly at the sun, and I can't see the light. All I see is like a pattern like that. Not exactly like this. This is an artist's dramatic reenactment. But,
so I don't get migraines. I did have an interesting experience a couple months ago where all of a sudden, one of my eyes, everything in like the center of what I should have been looking at, was like twisty. And I was trying to read something, and I was like, why can't I read this? Like, the words were, like, moving, and I couldn't make sense of them. And I was like, oh, my God, am I going blind or some shit? And it took, like, several hours for it to pass. But, like, I was getting headaches because I was, like, looking at things, and the world was, like, swirling right in the middle.
I've had that predates a migraine aura for me a couple times. I'll be reading a book, and then all of a sudden the text doesn't make any sense.
Hell yeah. Way to go, Nick. Wherever you are, you made a wise purchase.
But yeah, that'll kick off a migraine aura. Or like I'll look at a light, and then I'll look away, and then like the light trail will follow, and then it'll start building into a migraine aura.
You can turn that off in system settings.
God, I wish.
There's like 8 to like 48 hours before a migraine. It's called the prodrome. I think it's called that. I don't have many symptoms in that period, but they can be crazy things. Like you can like be like going blind or like disoriented or trouble like comprehension issues and stuff like that. And the post-drome can also last a similar amount of time, which for me, like the next day after a migraine, I'm just fried and my vision is just fuzzy the whole day. And I mean, you guys saw me in Japan. I had a migraine there, and it was no good. Yeah.
Thankfully, at some point, I'll get the aura, and it'll like after the aura leaves, I won't get the migraine anymore. So it's like at some point it kind of like disconnected. But they're almost exclusively triggered by artificial sweeteners, especially aspartame. Don't drink Diet Coke.
Yeah, that's so great that you found a trigger for it, honestly.
Aspartame is like the sketchiest chemical on the planet. It's been
carcinogenic.
Like, it's been scheduled and descheduled by the FDA more than any other chemical. Like,
I'm sorry, Mark.
It's a good point.
That's crazy.
Like, I'm pretty sure like lettuces, certain types, maybe carcinogenic
I know,
too.
yeah. It's a big asshole thing to say, but
What?
what can I say?
No, the best thing that Kevin always says is like, "Well, you're the expert," and that just like instantly just deflates the conversation, and everyone's upset.
That ends. I like it.
Yeah.
There's just nothing you can say.
Like, yeah.
Jesus. I like it. I like that.
I like it. I like everything, really.
Yeah.
It's fun. I
So
like
that's
it.
our migraine segment. So what else is going on, guys?
You guys seen that
Nice.
James White guy on Twitter? I like him.
Excuse me?
James White on Twitter.
Who's
Oh,
that?
that meant like James, white guy.
Ah.
I'm like, well, yeah.
We gotta find one of his tweets. Mark, do you have a James White archive on your computer handy?
No,
and
I
put it in
just, they just
Skype?
come across my desk once in a while.
It's just like it's totally kind of benign personality, but he posts pictures of him like eating like a banana, and he's like eating a banana as a reward.
Yeah, I think he might be like a famous like
Like an
TikTok
older man?
or-
I only know who
Person.
he is through Mark sending me his tweets.
Yeah, I can't really give you much more information other than
You know, I've seen like like the guy who grows giant vegetables and posts pictures of himself holding them. Have you seen that guy? And then there's someone who like
sounds awesome.
replies to him and is really mean sometimes. Like,
Aw,
well, aren't you just so fucking proud of yourself?
God.
Like, you just grew a giant carrot, man. Leave him alone. What is he supposed to do?
Getting so pissed.
I don't.
People, everyone, calm down. It's fine.
Nothing
It's
beats
fine.
the account
Coffee
Coffee Dad, which is like one tweet every quarter about coffee, like drinking coffee, drinking hashtag coffee, and then 2 years in it'll be like, it's like death is only the beginning soon, like and shit like that, and like he'll basically just like bring up a tweet like once every 1.5 years that just like makes you like stop what you're doing and like be a little bit afraid, and
It's kind of
You're
like
all-
us with our DDS albums. Like, in a few years, stop what you're doing and get afraid because
I'm too much of like an asshole and like a Twitter elitist to even enjoy novelty accounts anymore. So like I've just corrupted myself.
I feel sort of the same way, but at the same time I'm like, I wish that I had thought of that. Like, it's a genius idea. And
There was a novelty account that was like Final Fantasy VII 420 or something like that, and all it was the entire game of Final Fantasy VII in tweets, but all the characters were always stoned and all about weed. And
I love that.
I absolutely I have no interest in that in like stoner comedy, but like it was just so well delivered that I read the whole thing. It's really good. It's like several thousand tweets or whatever.
many years ago, I read or I followed that it was the first Star Wars movie, or the first right after Episode 7 came out. It was like emo Kylo Ren or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And he would always talk about stuff that happened to him at like school.
I remember
And
that.
like
I remember
Hux
that.
was like his buddy. Like Hux got thrown out of gym again for like something. It's like, I'm literally shaking.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And it was just funny because he just kept talking about Hux, like his buddy Hux, and like all this shit. But yeah, it wears thin. The only novelty account that I still continue to follow and still continues to entertain me is Riker Googling.
Oh, I haven't been on there for a while. Oh my god.
Like Riker Googling is just still so on point. Like he kept talking about like the Cardassian election, and shit like that.
Yeah.
All sorts of like deep lore, political subtext. It's a pretty solid account.
If anybody in the chat is on TikTok, you need to Ooh. Oh, hey, yeah, that's my TikTok. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but that's very convenient.
It's TikTok.com.
What's happening here? Can you describe frame by frame?
I think I'm just saying it's TikTok.com.
Okay.
But the point is
what it's about.
The point is,
Yeah.
I got on TikTok and then I determined that Kevin would be great on TikTok. So everybody needs to support Kevin getting on TikTok.
You can get on TikTok and you can play Fortnite. And
You can, you
go back to high school.
All your
all
favorite.
over again.
No, TikTok. Okay, so I downloaded TikTok. I've made 2 TikToks. So far, one of just the absolute most dog trash forms of social media I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, just millions of people who are not funny trying to be funny. It's like a worse Vine type of thing. But it's fun. They're fun to make. Vines, I didn't think were very fun to make. TikToks are fun to make. So
I always like the Hive. The Hive's better. The Vines.
Early 2000s.
Deep cut.
That is a deep cut there for you.
Yeah.
What is the joke? Is it bands that
There's a
come
bunch of bands like the Hives, the Vines, the Strokes.
How about Hot Hot Heat?
Yeah.
You guys ever mess with them?
I saw them open for the Killers in 200004.
So
Killers?
sick, man.
The Hot
one of
Hot
the
Heat's from
first,
my hometown.
Maybe 2005.
Really?
Hot Hot Heat. I was like raised with them as my like hometown band.
I do not enjoy them.
One
I
of
don't
the
even
first
remember their
shows
songs.
that I saw was my neighbor. One of the first shows that like I like went to out of town in Chicago was like my neighbor and I like burned each other indie rock CDs. And his older brother got really into it too, and like he had a car, and like he was like, "Hey, do you guys want to go to the Q101 block party?" And it was Hot Hot Heat, Interpol, and Queens of the Stone Age. Triple feature. And at the time, I was like, man, this is badass. This is so cool.
Yeah.
I saw Queens of the Stone Age open for 9 Inch Nails on the With Teeth tour, circa 2007.
That's awesome.
And it was pretty good. They rocked, man. They rocked.
Someone threw a shoe at the Queens of the Stone Age guy, Josh Homme, and he stopped the whole band. He's like, stop the show. And then he's like, I'm going to put your shitty taste in footwear up on the stage so you can come up afterwards and J.O. on it. How about that? Let's rock, boys. And then they like went back into the song.
What?
It's like so.
There was a moment in the 9 Inch Nails show when like the projection, they had like a screen, they're projecting on it and all this shit, and like the projection fucked up during like, I don't know, like a racer or something. And then at the end, at the conclusion of the song, Trent Reznor, who's like, this is like Swole Reznor, you know?
Yeah.
He goes up to the microphone, it's like someone's getting their ass kicked after this show.
Jeez.
And at this point, I'm in my like 20s, so I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, what are you saying?
God.
Someone's getting their ass beat for fucking up the projection. Everyone's like, yeah! We're playing like fucking Beside You in Time or with.
It's just like optics. It's all optics. Like, all right, we gotta.
Yeah.
How about
Swole Reznor? That fucking rule. That was Twiggy was up there, man. That was Twiggy Ramirez or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking rocking, man. They were rocking dudes.
I I saw Interpol at this traveling Cure festival, like that the Cure curated.
Curated.
Yeah,
Curated.
there were 8 bands. There was like, I know I saw Mogwai, Interpol, Muse.
Damn.
And the Cure. And then I left halfway through the Cure because they were boring as fuck.
High school me would have been really stoked about that.
Yeah, it was like 2006 maybe.
I could see that being
maybe?
a bad time for the Cure, though. I think they had just done that. Is it Bloodflowers? Or no, that was a '90s one. They had done the self-titled album. That's like the crayon drawing of the kid on the front.
Yeah, the Cure to me is like just a hair above the Smiths in terms of like 80s British.
Oh,
like,
you got to give the Cure a little bit more credit than that. Come on.
I would listen to Depeche Mode before I would listen to the Cure.
I would listen to Echo and the Bunnyman before all of them. In fact, you were talking about this on Twitter, and I was like, correct.
Speaking of stage incidents, does anyone remember the Tool fan incident where the guy gets up on stage and then Maynard like he throws him down and then puts him in like a headlock and then like cradles him for the rest of the song?
Oh my god.
Did you guys ever hear about this?
Maynard, man.
The guy is loving it. He's just like,
Yeah.
yes, I'm getting
He's being born
cradled
again.
Yeah.
by Maynard James Keenan.
Mm-hmm. Cool, man, I tell ya. I remember being in elementary school, and I had this like little summer camp.
Wow.
And there was a little forest that we used to play games like Hounds and Hares in. And there was a giant like sewer pipe, the kind that you can walk inside, like something out of a Stephen King short story about children. And I'll never forget, that was my first exposure to Tool because someone had spray painted it on the inside. They had drawn the wrench with the two nuts and just written Tool. And I was like, what, like a penis? What the fuck? What is this? Like, what's this? This is scary.
Man.
That's funny.
I sang Tool live at the very first performance I ever did with a band.
Let's hear it right now.
Is that Dunsfest 1?
Hi, Dijon.
Yeah. No, Dunkfest 2, because I don't think I was at the first one. I joined the second, and then you joined for the third.
Dijon.
Oh, what's up, Deez?
Oh,
I want to pet that cat. Want to get that parasite all up in my brain.
He looks so sleepy.
I will find the center in you.
Oh my god.
Tex Maynard is so good.
I love it. Is he in his boxer shorts for that concert? That's crazy.
He's got a great middle name. I gotta give him that.
What's his middle name?
James. Love it.
James. I guess no, Maynard Keenan.
James Maynard. James Mayonnaise.
Like the conservatory in New York City?
Mm-hmm. The Mayo Clinic.
Yes, of course. With hold the tomato.
Boy, you just put a Mayo Clinic on that sandwich.
Well, you know, I gotta say, maybe it's a little early for this, but
I think it's time.
I think it's time.
Is it time? Because I had some big classics sort of crate digging into the halls of my mind's eye.
Me too, James. Me too.
I had some classics for the playlist.
Well,
this
Mark, you never even sent me any, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, I didn't see them, so I don't believe you.
I mean, that's fair. I don't have a
where-
good track record.
Where are they? Ugh. They're not here.
The Neo Gaia chat. Oh, they said not delivered. Try again.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, save. Good job.
Try again.
There it is. In all its
Try
glory.
again.
Wait,
Hey, Dijon, get out of there, buddy.
Mark has some tracks from the Rock soundtrack.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer.
Oh, now we're talking. Welcome to DDS Vision.
just a reminder, we're losing Kasabian off the list here.
Oh man.
We're losing Kent.
All these pills.
All these.
That song is sick though.
Yeah, it rules. Okay. So, while Mark sends his, Kevin, why don't you tell us about your 3 picks that I am dropping in the playlist right
All
now,
right, drop it.
and then
Drop
pulling
it.
to the top.
Drop it, bruh.
Yeah. About to drop.
Did mine not send? What's going on? They sent.
Yeah, but you're last.
That's fine.
Okay. What you got there, Kibo?
Okay.
All the way at the top.
We got him in here? Okay, cool. So I noticed that somebody linked me to this, and there's a official, like, Square Enix, like, Beats to Study and Relax 2 album, like, officially licensed by Square Enix, called the Square Enix Chill Out Arrangement Tracks Around 80s Mix. That's the name of the album.
Beautiful title.
And they've got this really funny kind of generic anime picture here. And Tech brought up a good point. It's probably because they were like the Square Enix unofficial, YouTube channel to chill and relax to just gets a ridiculous amount of views, and they probably thought they were losing revenue. So I've got the chill town theme. And to be honest, I kind of forgot which town theme this is that's been remixed. But it's quite good.
Namiko Mori, they composed music for the Final Fantasy XI
Nice.
OST.
So it's like kind of a
What the fuck town theme is it? Yo,
Well,
check it.
in-house
It's an Uematsu
remix.
song. It's an Uematsu song, but
Remixed
it's probably remixed by
Namiko Mori. So
Oh.
Yeah.
it's sick either way. That whole album is pretty sick. You should check it out if you're a big nerd and you like Final Fantasy and chill beats to study and relax to.
Yeah.
We got Brazil by our boy Cornelius here on the excellent album Point. So I don't know why. It's kind of running out of stuff to put. I've just been listening to video game soundtracks and none of them are on Spotify. So I was like, I'll just put a Cornelius track on there. It's always a safe bet.
Cornelius is sick.
And then, Keith Rankin, our boy Keith, thought we'd throw him a quarter of a nickel here and put him on the, get him some royalties on the Spotify playlist. So we got our boy Giant Claw with Dark Web 005. And I think about Keith a lot lately because he made an Orange Milk Discord server. And it's
Great
been
server.
pretty milky so far. So
But there are some real incredible people in there.
yeah.
Like me,
Yeah.
for example.
I was telling Kevin it gives me a chance to maybe prove that I'm not a complete fucking dumbass because I feel like all the orange milk artists are like
God,
a
is
little
that
more
tech guy?
highbrow on Twitter, and then I'm over there like, on God, we're gonna get COVID some pussy. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Like,
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know, I'm just making shit up, but yeah. So like, maybe I can post in there and not appear to be such a dumbass to some of the orange milk crowd as they usually unfollow me.
Tech just starts
Cross
typing.
your fingers
like,
and hope for the best.
Tech just starts typing War and Peace line by line.
I'm gonna start taking this guy seriously.
Like, whoa, wait, are you talking to me right now? Like, Dimitri peered out the window and gazed upon the. Dimitri, I never read War and Peace.
You guys like TV? I pretty much only watch Frasier.
It was
I
the
don't
best
know,
of times. It was the
cartoons
worst
like
of
Dr.
times.
Katz or
God.
Mark like
Everyone's
that
a
one.
critic.
Mark knows about Dr. Katz, I bet.
I know about this cat.
It looks like you just crashed.
Yeah, look.
I know about this cat.
God.
Check it out. Just like
On the Wii and the Mii Plaza, and you and they get all freaked out because you picked them up without consent. Remember that?
Yeah.
yeah. You
That
just
was-
grab them by the scruff or whatever. Yeah.
Grab
not
my
cool.
heads and drag them around the screen.
James. You picked a few songs.
I did. And these are all songs.
I'm gonna put them all down at the bottom, and I'm gonna drag them to the top right now. So give me 1 second, because I guess I can't just put them at the top for some reason. Okay. Oh, there they are.
Nice.
So these are all songs that I listened to last week at various moments of time. The first was Corporal Clegg. I was laying on the couch, and I just started singing it. The bridge. Mrs. Clegg, you must be proud of him. That sick wah-wah. And I was like, damn, I haven't listened to that song in a good 15 years. So I put it on. Turns out it still fucking rocks. Some really grade A Beatles worship from the early configuration of the Pink Floyd, as they were known at the time, on their final album with Syd Barrett, Saucer Full of Secrets. It was also a song I was obsessed with when I was in middle school, and when I was involved with a proggy group. We made a proggy to hack AOL that we called Eclipse, because we were Pink Floyd themed, as I've talked about in the past. DSOM, the proggy group.
Pink. Proggy, was that like on purpose? Proggy?
So that was the name of an application that would allow you to access the admin tools of America Online. For whatever reason, they were called proggies.
Right.
Fire Tools, for example, was a proggy.
But I'm saying, did you go with...
I get it. No, that was not the intent. I just liked Pink Floyd and was an adolescent boy.
Sure.
Anyway, when you opened Eclipse, which was our sick proggy, it would play a little clip from Corporal Clegg, because we were like, dude,
Nice.
no one's ever heard this song.
So rare.
It seems so obscure. But yeah, check it out if you like Beatles worship from other groups at the time. Also pick Spoon Man, and this was just another case. You know, I'm sitting in here, and me and my girlfriend were both working from home, and we have computers that face each other. It's really cute. We can't see each other, but we can kind of lean over and see each other, and all of a sudden I'm just like, all my friends are skeletons. They beat the rhythm with their bones. I was like, you know that song, Spoon Man? She's like, what? I'm like, Spoon Man, that fucking like sick ass Soundgarden song. She's like, no. She's like, it's the song on after Black Hole Sun. That's how I knew it. And then I played it, and I was like, damn, this is grungy, and it is grungy as fuck. It is great.
So
Check
on
out
kind of a
Spoon Man.
similar
Maybe
note.
easily problematic.
There are some things in there. Yeah.
Pretty sure it's on the ATV Off-Road Fury PS2 soundtrack.
Nice.
Oh, cool. But it's a really great song.
On kind of the same note, me and my roommate are big Alice in Chains fans, and pretty much every day we use some variation of the song "Sick Man." So like, he'll be cooking up sausage, and then I'll be like, "Sausage man, sausage man, sausage man," or like, pretty much anything that starts with an S, like, I'll be like sweeping the kitchen, and then he'll walk in and I'll be like, "Sweet man, sweet man, sweet man."
But there were some
first
like
thing I thought of.
legitimately impressive like pop ideas and structural labyrinths within the track of Spoon Man. Like the section about the skeletons, and you can see them in your head, like some Gen X, like fake flickering, film grain, like skeletons going like this. That's totally like the vibe. They beat the rhythm with their bones. Spoon Man! Like you can barely sing both parts at the same time because they kind of overlapped. Anyway, yeah, and I think someone's playing the spoons in the song. So yeah, Spoon Man, great song. And then finally Club Mollusca, which also just I wanted to listen to when she turns 50 for some reason, and I forgot it was on Old School, Same Place the Fly Got Smashed, which was one of the early first GBV albums that was available only on the GBV box set. And then I saw Club Mollusca listed there, and I was like, oh man, this song was so good. I wonder if it still is. And I listened to it, turns out, yeah. Beautiful, powerful. The whole thing is like 2 chords recorded on some like shitty boombox, but it just feels I don't know. There's something really special and touching about it. That's the one Tech, is like, have you seen that girl?
Yeah, the one that you used to play in the practice room all the time.
Yeah, he's a fucking
Bloodshot eyes.
Yeah. So those are my picks. Old school.
All right. Well, I would say that I'm up next, and I'm gonna just drag these songs in here, just narrate the process, and we'll drag them up to the top. And can't just drag and drop, and there we go.
Plug and play.
Yeah. So, first up, I've got a song by Ellie Goulding and Diplo that I heard on the radio once upon a time. It's just a sick pop song with a sick chord progression. It was like a hit.
Well, I hope that it went to a doctor and got the help it needed. I'm done.
No, it's okay. I think you know that song actually. But we all listened to it when we were recording in Philadelphia. But you just have to check it out because I can't even remember how it goes right now. Couldn't even sing it if I tried.
No, there's good songs from that genre for sure. Some of them incredible, so I don't doubt it.
Well, it's not a hyperpop song now. Just pop. Is it hype or pop?
Oh, I get it.
No, there's nothing to get.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what's going on. And second up, we got a Rod Stewart.
Life, dude, Tech.
Huh?
One foot in front of the other, I'm just skating through life.
Hey, more power. More power to you. So.
How do you get
Rod Stewart had a song from the 80s called Some Guys Have All the Luck. It's another classic. Great song by Rod Stewart. What else? Yeah. Yeah. And then finally, a song called Solitaire that I believe I've actually put on the playlist before, except I put on the Carpenters version, which I originally thought was their song. However, Neil Sedaka originally wrote and recorded it. His version, not as good as the Carpenters song, but striking all its own. And it's a little slower, and the lyrics are a little cornier, but it's still it ends with a parallel minor 4 to tonic, and makes the whole thing worth it.
Hell yeah, it
Nice.
does. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the Carpenters version does not do that. So you take what. If I were to ever cover that song, and maybe I will.
Maybe.
I would combine both ideas to make the perfect game of solitaire.
It's a little bats flying and.
Yes.
You know what they say? Solitaire is always more fun with two.
And then finally, we got Mark's songs, which I have to do one at a time.
Oh,
So,
my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
I did add songs.
So up first, it looks like you've got Surfin' into Fino.
Oh yeah. So I put a couple of ska songs on the playlist this week.
Nice.
And this
It's
is I don't know if you
time to
guys
skank.
does anyone here know where Tofino is? Just
Island
curious.
Delfino, I know.
I fried up some tofino in my stir fry earlier.
So this is a song by the Planet Smashers, which is a third wave ska band from Canada, and I live 4 hours away from Tofino, which is on the west coast of Vancouver Island, and it's a really good surfing spot because it's the open Pacific Ocean.
Now, what's going
And
on in this
it's
album? Or
pretty
what are these
much
guys
one of the
looking at
only
here?
places in Canada where you can surf, have a really good surfing waves, basically.
Sounds cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. You got to wear a wetsuit, but in the summer it's nice. I mean, yeah, it's so surf. They made a song called "Surfing in Tofino," which really captures. I would literally be driving to Tofino, listening to "Surfing in Tofino,"
That's it.
and it's third wave ska. It really captures that party essence. Of just songs about partying and ska.
If I can raise my hands,
Go
this
for it.
is kind of listening to Club Mollusca, for example, and living in Dayton, Ohio, there was a similar kind of vibe because Guided by Voices was kind of like the sound of Dayton, Ohio, and every time you listened to them and you were from Dayton and you were driving around Dayton, it was like, ha, yeah.
This was less like of a profound experience. It's more of like, oh, there's a song about something, anything in Canada. Wow, that's incredible. It's like they're going surfing in Tofino. They're gonna sing about that for 3 whole minutes.
I gotta be honest. The first one, when you were like, when we were going over surfing in Tofino, and you were like, "There's some ska songs on here," I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I grabbed the second song, and I gotta say, I'm not as enthusiastic about the second one here.
It's called ska.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kevin,
this is like Cyberpunk.
Kevin, if you could just
It's ska 96. Yeah.
we could look at that album cover there, and it's called Ska Funk Rasta Punk.
Skank and Pickle. Shit.
Skank and Pickle.
Yeah, so Skank and Pickle is
Cancelled.
like I had a conversation with somebody today, and I've been recently talking to him a lot about the merits of third wave versus second wave ska, and I truly believe that the third wave of ska, which is like the 90s and like Real Big Fish and bullshit like that, is very much like
The real deal, real ska.
no, it's like I mean, they're all bad, but the second wave of ska, you know, it's like the 70s and the 80s, and it's like in England, and there's this two-tone
It's a
ska.
legitimate scene coming
Yeah,
from
it's like has a political message.
genuine
You know,
place. Yeah.
it has a political message about race, and it sounds amazing, and it's just better music in my opinion. But
Can you skank for us?
specifically this band, Skank and Pickle, I learned a little bit about it at being run by being released on Asian Man Records by the actual like frontman of Skank and Pickle founded Asian Man Records, and his name I think is Mike Park. But yeah, so he's a person of color who's like an Asian dude who ran this like indie ska punk label out of his, to this day runs it out of his like garage, and it's like the sickest thing ever. Because when I was first listening to it, I'm like, oh, it's a pickle and it's skanking. It's so fun. Like, but to hear it in the context, now I'm like, oh, this is actually really cool. So now today I was on a bit of a down, like I'm still gonna call it a downward spiral of, you know, regressing and listening to ska, but it felt positive.
We're all regressing. It's kind of beautiful. I do want to see you skank though, because I don't know what skanking looks like.
I'm gonna have to save that for maybe one of our special features on the new documentary on Neo Gaia Phantasy.
Hell yeah.
It
Okay.
can be a
Skank?
donation tier or something like that.
Can you skank while doing the God, what do you call it? The kaidama thing? The wood wood thing?
Yeah.
Oh, kendama. I could, and I will
kendama.
practice that for the right price.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to see that.
Definitely require some like hand-eye coordination. And I'll be real quick here, but the last track that I picked has nothing to do with ska. Don't worry, I didn't do all ska. It's a Sayo Himebu track that like I didn't even know that there was an album from 2020 that he put out, and I just started listening to it yesterday, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. And
That cover is sick.
It rips.
I actually thought it was his other album cover because it looks so similar. Like, shout out to somebody for buying stuff.
Nice.
Got a tape there.
Texas.
Nice.
Come on, Neo Gaia merch. Come on.
I don't know.
I put that I thought we put that filter in it.
Small black. Come on. Here it comes.
We should have filtered it.
Oh, we're so close. Come on. DDS CD. Come on.
Got the bloodbath.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
No
Nothing.
DDS CD.
We saw a couple come up, or maybe one.
While we were setting up, yeah, someone bought a CD.
It's Keith Skankin. That's
Nice.
great. Yeah, Keith Skaten.
I love it.
But yeah, this is a whole other album that isn't Alien Galaxy Mail, which I already put on the playlist, which was put out by P-Vine Records, and it's a great new release by Sayo Himebu. But this was something that snuck past me last year, so definitely.
I love the
listening to it.
title.
Of the track or of the album?
RGB Mail Passacom.
Yeah, it's super sick.
God.
And it's the same chaotic, just like mashup gabber madness that all of his music is, which I absolutely love. So, yeah, those are my
We love
picks.
Seo Boom.
I fucking rules.
Wish we could see him live again. Wish we could all hang out and play a sick show at Circus Tokyo again.
Well, speaking of the coronavirus, I just got this comment on a picture I posted for Valentine's Day of me and my girlfriend when we had masks on, and it says
On Instagram?
on Instagram, yeah, it says no people, this is BS. All caps. We cannot accept people wearing diapers on their faces as normal. Wake the hell up. This is ignorant, unscientific perversion. A piece of cloth has never and will never protect you from microscopic disease particles. Also, impeding your breathing destroys your immune system, which makes you more vulnerable to disease. Educate yourselves. You're the problem.
Good God.
Oh,
Well, they're the expert.
He went on.
yeah.
So, you know.
They're
we
the
got,
expert.
Oh wow, it's in all caps,
Damn, man,
dude.
that
Yeah,
sucks.
well-
I'm sorry you had to experience that abuse.
Yeah, no, I'm really torn up about it. What's amazing is that
that's
I
just in
didn't-
Rails
I-
alt account.
I didn't tag this picture with any hashtag, and I also didn't put like the words I used. I didn't even say Valentine's Day. I said Happy Val and Times They 2021.
Whoa.
And somehow this
Nice.
guy,
I just like the tag. It's a great post.
oh, thank you.
Nice.
Somehow this guy found it without any of that, and he's not, we have no mutual followers or anything. So
You're not popping in. Well, I don't get on Instagram that much anymore, but I haven't seen any of these tech. I'm about to just dish out the likes. Okay, I only
Yeah.
missed 2.
okay, yeah, I rarely post, but
When I'm not in Japan, I don't post a lot because I want it to look like I'm always doing really cool things, not just like, look at all the garbage in front of my house.
Well, our
Well,
rock heroes,
picture-
Eric Clapton and Van Morrison, have released their new anti-mask anthem.
God. Jesus Christ.
They were commenting.
So yeah, it's-
James, I
might
think
have been a
your
Van
like
Morrison.
just made that picture of me and Michaela the most liked picture I've ever had on Instagram.
Wow.
Nice.
You know that number
We did it.
off the top of your head?
It's
Did it, Reddit.
165.
It's a good amount of likes.
Yeah,
Kevin,
that's not bad, Tech. Damn. I don't even know what my best is.
Well,
Kevin,
I keep
can
track
you-
of the fucking freak, so.
Can I what?
sorry.
Oh,
gonna say-
probably the 232 likes on the picture of George proposing to Lindsay on stage.
Oh, that's cheating. No, I'm just
No,
saying.
That's a great moment.
That'll do it, yeah.
But there's no reposting. I mean, that's just likes, you know?
Kevin, can you give us some kind of crazy dinosaur outro for the show?
Yeah, we can do that.
Like,
Crashes.
there's a red dot there. What's that doing? Or that's from OBS.
That's from
I
the
can't-
sniper
I can't
outside your
tell.
window. It's like the end of Warning by Notorious B.I.G. There's a red dot on your head. Oh, man. There's a red dot on your head. Oh, man. Pop, pop. You know that song?
Everyone
Warning?
gets a Triceratops.
Call the coroner. It's gonna be a lot of slow singing, flower bringing.
That VHS tape.
Oh yeah, what's the VHS tape do?
I think it means animated, maybe? Animation.
That might have just been the weird frames. We gotta get some kind of cool way to go out here.
Yeah, this guy looks like he's talking.
Yeah, he's.
Hey, who's back there?
It'd be sweet if it glitched out again.
beginning is a very delicate time. Know then that it is the year 10,191. The known universe is ruled by the Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV, my father. In this time, the most precious substance in the universe is the spice melange. The spice extends life. The spice expands consciousness. The spice is vital to space travel. The Spacing Guild and its navigators, who the spice has mutated over 4,000 years, use the orange spice gas, which gives them the ability to fold space. That is, travel to any part of the universe without moving. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you. The spice exists on only one planet in the entire universe. A desolate, dry planet with vast deserts. Hidden away within the rocks of these deserts are a people known as the Fremen, who have long held a prophecy that a man would come, a Messiah, who would lead them to true freedom. The planet is Arrakis, also known as Dune.